here. Get out of here. Hello everyone. I've just sent TT away because they're wearing something inappropriate for this very wholesome Baking with Jess live stream. It was. You had much arm on show. And I was distracted. So no, honestly, TT, it's a hazard. You've got to have your arms covered in the kitchen because you could burn yourself. It's a hazard. Every cook knows that. Hope you're all well. If you come in here in underwear, so help me God. Okay.
Is Oregon Trail wholesome enough for you?
It is actually. That's wonderful. Thank you.
It's really hot, and I'm wearing a tank top.
It was no. Don't tell them you were wearing a tank top because you were wearing a lifeguard vest.
That's the only tank top I have.
So.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Baking with Jess, I guess. Keeping it wholesome in here. Yeah, we're literally just hanging out and making cake, so if you want to join, that'd be cool.
If you want to make some cake.
Yeah, this is my best ever chocolate cake recipe, okay? That was rude. Oh, well. Okay.
Does that help?
No.
Okay. That helped.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, babe. Dark. Yeah, I put up a chocolate cake recipe on Tumblr donkeys years ago, and people still send me pictures of it to this day. This is a little bit upgraded because heaven forbid, in the original recipe I was using a packet mix, just a packet mix of flour and cocoa powder, and then jazzing it up. But some people are very angry about that. People don't like using cake mixes in cake baking, apparently. Well, to satisfy the naysayers, this one, bless you, this one is truly from scratch, you'll be pleased to know. And yeah, it makes a pretty darn good cake, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, I'll put the recipe ingredients and stuff in the bottom of the video afterwards, if I remember. Wow, we really trying to light up this bitch, aren't we? Damn, Dee's bringing lamps and everything. We've got a freaking ring light. I'm gonna be blinded. Oh, lovely.
There you go.
I'm wearing my old glasses from 2 years ago now because my other glasses kept flying off my head.
They were flying off my head, and I've got a big head.
So we've downgraded to these, but I'm quite fond of these glasses.
They're cute.
Thank you. Anyway, yeah, ask questions.
Salt is an ingredient. Ask Tutu to cry into the batter. Will do.
Tutu's done enough crying today.
I'm on a roll today.
We don't need any more crying. We've done one live stream today on TikTok while you were sobbing, so you know.
We're good. It's fine. I'm fine.
You got bread and butter pudding. Hi. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, ask questions, chat to each other, hang out. We've been making some chocolate cake up in this place. I'm very excited. Need to get my
That was amazing.
Thank you. We need 2 cups of flour. Oh, this flour's going everywhere.
Got overwhelmed by emotions.
Yeah, Didi, it's me crying. What are you doing?
People are really nice and it makes me emotional.
Oh, I'm usually crying because people are terrible. I'm glad. I'm kidding.
I have seen Starcade Trail to Oregon. You need to see that one. Now that Jess has officially played the Oregon Trail and won. We were in the top 10
I think it's because no one's played it for 50 years. I wouldn't give us praise on winning the Oregon Trail. This is all purpose, right? Yes. Okay. 2 cups
of joy.
Yes. It's been so hard to find flour. Everyone's like, all of the baking supplies in the supermarkets have just disappeared.
Because everyone's bored.
There's nothing to do but bake, apparently. Case in point.
I'm a growth.
You're
a second head.
Parasite. Okay, 2 cups of flour, sugar, 2 cups sugar.
Sugar.
Oh.
How am I doing with time zones? I am never good with time zones. I will not be good with time zones to the day I die.
I think they mean you're over your jet lag.
That too.
I mean, you have been here over a month now.
I'm solid.
If you weren't over the jet lag, I'd be worried.
Yeah, I'm over the jet lag, but I'm just always tired.
That's fair.
Consistent state of being. Apparently that doesn't matter, no matter where I'm at. Doesn't matter if I'm getting a full 9 hours of sleep a night. Still tired.
Okay, I think we're in considerably better than you were before you came here, and you weren't
still tired.
We've definitely got a sleep schedule in place.
We do. We get to bed at approximately 12:30. And we wake up around 9, and we're doing it consistently, and it's been pretty good for the most part. Sometimes 2 a.m. But overall, it's been pretty good. Okay, so it's flour. 2. How much flour?
2 cups flour, 2 cups of caster sugar, 3/4 cups of cocoa powder. I don't have a 3/4 cup, so I'm just gonna have to use Oh no! That's a hiccup. Thank you. It's quite uncomfortable. I hate. You know what I hate? Do you know what
I got the last bag of flour yesterday.
Do you know what I
beat
hate?
Up an old lady for
when they give you cups, measuring cups, and they don't make it easy to get off. Like, that's just like a metal ring, so I can't easily clip them on and off. So I'm, lazy, so I'm going to use them all in one like that, but it's just going to annoy me.
I mean, I can undo that for you.
No.
Okay.
On principle, I refuse.
Okay.
Don't question my methods, TT.
Has Ollie left any more gifts for you? Again!
No.
Thankfully, no.
Otherwise, he would be slippers. Even though I love him.
We have managed to avoid that so far.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Kimmy.
Half a cup of cocoa.
You made bread the other day, and you think you accidentally used self-rising flour because it got very big in the oven.
Yeah, that does happen.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, donkey. Remember that time someone asked for a video where TT bakes without a recipe and just sits blindfolded and guides TT?
Yeah. Why would you want that?
That's a terrible idea.
The most awful idea. It would just be like, here's Jess having a mental breakdown. This is a story of how Jess.
But you're blindfolded. You won't know. You won't know what I'm doing wrong.
I will. I'll know in my heart. Okay. Baking soda.
Ooh. Hannah says she has cups that have magnets instead of a ring, so they just come apart like that.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
That's fancy.
But we all know Hannah's a better baker than I am. Okay. Baking soda.
Your cat finally started sleeping in his own bed. Graduation.
1 teaspoons. Oh.
You won't know what's wrong until it's in your mouth.
That's what she did.
Hannah, what? No, Jess did not call me a better baker than her. I refuse to accept this. We can go out for a walk. I know they've allotted, what, like an hour of...
Oh, I got it!
You got it! they've everyone has an allotted, like, hour of outdoor time to
we don't
walk
get
around.
An hour. We can have as much outdoor time as we like. But
Really?
It says one, like, form of exercise per day.
One form of exercise per day.
So you can go out once a day to do one form of exercise.
So if you want to go out once a day, all day...
That's probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea.
What am I doing? Salt. Would you get down my crusher thing for me?
The crusher thing?
Yeah.
Did you get down my crusher?
It's a pestle and mortar, but I never know which bit's the pestle and which bit's the mortar. I think that's the no.
The crusher.
I don't know. What bit's the pestle and what bit's the mortar?
The pestle with the pestle.
I don't. I only have like chunky sea salt, but that's not very good in cake, so I have to like grind it up a bit. Excuse me.
That was. Wait, can I grind it?
Sure. Can you grind it? The pestle is the stick thing. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You having fun there?
Mm-hmm.
Why does cocoa powder always go everywhere? Like
this is like the best ASMR. Oops.
Should bring several people.
I really like that. I like this a lot.
You spilled half the salt. That was not controlled whatsoever.
But at least I'm having fun.
That's the main thing.
That's what really matters.
And this channel turns into an ASMR channel. Something like that.
I feel like that consistently happens.
Does it?
I mean, I'm not saying it's good ASMR.
Name one other ASMR thing that we've done.
I'm thinking of Nana.
Oh.
Every PO box opening with Nana turns into ASMR time. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Or should I do more?
No, I specifically measured 1 teaspoon of salt.
No, I mean, should I like grind it some more? Maybe. Alright, fine, take it.
No, actually. Okay. Then I'm just gonna mix it.
TT trying to be quiet enough to run a legit ASMR channel is just such a funny thought.
That would be the most like horrific ASMR channel. It would just be you like unable
Screaming.
to control your screaming.
I don't think it'd be me whisper shouting. What? I keep showing off my nails. They're so pretty. Like I'm not used to having pretty nails ever. And these are the fanciest nails I've ever had. And so I will just randomly like look down at it and I'm like, whoa. And I just like don't know how to handle myself. Like I don't know what to do with hands this pretty. They're so pretty.
Oh, one day One day, I'm going to take you to a nail salon and just get acrylics on you.
Oh, God. No. God, no.
It would just
My nails are long enough. I don't need it.
It would be funny, though. Like, proper, like, claws.
Look how
Like
long my nails are.
stiletto.
Like, those are real. Those are real.
Stiletto nails.
I don't need them. And they're as hard as acrylics.
Okay, no one needs nails that long. They're just a fashion statement. But it's funny.
Mm-hmm. That would be great for Fishnet Mason.
Oh my God.
I owe Jay one Fishnet Mason.
Please don't. I beg.
Don't worry, I'll wait till I'm home. I won't do it in your presence.
Would you like to crack some eggs?
Sure. I'm good at that.
Dos egos? Yes, I speak Spanish.
Did you say Dobbs?
I said dos.
Dos?
Dos.
Dos?
Dos.
Dos egos. That was so cute.
Uno, dos.
Uno,
Tres.
dos. Uno, dos, tres.
Uno, dos. I stand corrected. I do not speak Spanish, it turns out. News to me. I have actually like set aside like little jobs for you to do, you know, just so you feel more involved in this process.
Thanks.
So I have like some little like.
So you're giving me the color by numbers?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that was an aggressive egg. And somehow Jess is the one that's good at accents. I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, Nessie. I feel like you're a little bit misinformed.
She just doesn't try to expose herself as much as I do.
No, I do not expose myself. As much as you do. Yes. Not everyone's an exhibitionist, darling.
Am I cutting this?
You are.
All right. Yay, color by numbers.
I've already
You already drew out the circles for me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. Right, 2 eggs. I'm whipping them up.
This was a bad idea. I'm like insanely precise when it comes to cutting things. Like I physically can't
That's fine,
handle
I'll
it.
keep you occupied for a little bit.
Scissors aren't working.
Not working. They're just like really blunt.
Yeah.
You know what my measuring jug is?
Oh, those ones are better. Thank you.
You know what my measuring jug is? Nigga doesn't know. Doesn't matter.
Getting acrylics as a lesbian and asking the nail lady to make 2 of the nails shorter than the others. She gave you a weird look. That's amazing. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, those are better. Food, glorious food. What next is the question?
Which tend to
Habit boys in digestion.
Why are you singing that?
I don't know.
And I hate that I joined in. Oh dear.
Don't try to act like you're above this.
That's fair. Right. Milk. Kappa milk.
A cuppa.
Kappa.
What a nice cuppa.
Okay, we're gonna stop that. Why is it making such an odd noise?
I don't know.
I think it's probably like one of the pans. It's like, why? Okay, well, just leave that open.
Interesting. Look at the chat. What?
Oh,
Sure.
that's spoon.
I'm not freehand cutting a circle. Jess drew one for me.
Oh yeah, no, I would not allow that. Don't worry.
Although I am very good at making circles.
You are. It's like one of your like TD's weird talents is like circles.
I'm really good at making circles.
Freehand.
I'm an amazing circle freehander.
Not sure that's the name, but okay. Half a cup of vegetable oil. Ooh,
Of what?
vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Right. Another person today thought I was. Oh gosh, that's.
Thought you were South African?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Jess gets told that she sounds like a South African frequently.
Just not frequently.
Is that correct, Sai?
Not frequently, but enough times to be a bit odd. Given that I've never been to Africa in my life.
It's caramel. Caramel.
Terrible noise.
Caramel. It's caramel.
Okay, I think we're done with this.
Somebody give me another song.
No.
I don't want food, glorious food stuck in my head. Didn't even notice.
No.
The roll with. You got to keep.
Also, I mean, my first Easter egg of the season today.
Your first.
Yeah.
Planning on getting a lot more.
Have you been to Easter before? You don't.
Have you been to Easter?
You don't stop.
Didn't know it was a location.
Easter Island, actually.
Oh.
That was such a Hermione. Actually, there is a location called Easter Island. Thank you.
You did.
Do you want to grease the pans?
Where?
Behind you.
This one?
No. Take the pan.
Ah. Oh. This is what I failed to do the last time. Because my interpretation of greasing a pan was to take butter and rub it on it like chapstick.
You literally.
Where's the thing?
You got the stick of butter and you just did that, and then you did that maybe for like a second,
I just went like this.
and that was it.
That's how I grease the pan. Which apparently is
Wrong.
wrong.
Right, so get
Worked
some,
fine for me.
get some kitchen towel. Or actually, get some kitchen towel. I'm gonna move this chair because it's giving me anxiety. Chair in the middle of my kitchen.
Wait, what do you do with the kitchen towel?
I'll show you. This is how I do it. You get a piece of kitchen towel and you like wrap it around your fingers like that. And then you get a little butter. Oh, that's quite hard. Didn't soften the butter, did I? Uno momento.
And then you get the nope. the TikTok song obsession tag. You think I would know all the songs?
Put
You're
that-
wrong.
Put it in the microwave for 10 seconds.
10 seconds? Okay. I know none of the TikTok songs because my For You page is weird. And it only like shows me random odd stuff. And so Jess knows all these TikTok songs that are apparently part of trends, and she'll like quote things at me or sing things at me, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's very frustrating for someone who's like very good at TikTok and has a large following, and for me to know more about it than you. Oh, that's better. Wow! Sorry, that's probably really loud.
ASMR!
Bad ASMR, I'm sorry.
ASMR that breaks your eardrum. Wait, do I do it on the walls too?
Yeah.
Okay. Everywhere. Okay.
Really, really good.
That really good.
Yeah. Good job. Go with that one.
Push it. Doesn't it seem excessive to put the butter and the paper though?
You want to try one without the paper and see what happens?
I mean, that's what I did.
You were very lucky that you had a very good loaf can, okay? You were lucky.
Worked out fine for me.
Titi, we're going to use a freaking pan. Right, the last thing I'm going to add to the mixture is a cup of boiling water. This is tricky because my cup is made of metal, but we're going to be really quick.
Careful.
Put that on the stand. And it's going to make it really liquidy, but that's fine.
Recreate a horror movie where the red is oozing from the walls, but make the red be butter. This is Jess's horror movie.
Unnecessary. Like put the paper on.
There. You guys don't want to go. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, blindfold baking would be my horror movie.
Here we go.
Good job! Me Tarzan, you Jane.
Me Tarzan, you did.
Why can't I be Tarzan? Cool. I think we're done. That was quick and easy, innit?
Caramel.
Yeah, so I really like this recipe because it's not like unnecessarily fancy. You're not like melting butter or like what?
Someone said Jess has to make something, but she can only use TT's verbal instructions.
I don't understand how that would even work because it's like not as if you
Know any recipes?
No, you'd have to be following a recipe, and then I assume the recipe would be like sensible enough that you would just read me out the recipe, and so it would just like not.
If I had to make something up from scratch.
Please don't.
I've done that before and it was terrible.
Have you?
Yeah, I did. I got a whole bunch of stuff that was in the fridge, and I was like, "Oh, these might taste good together." And then I put them together.
Way?
Not in a baking way.
Okay.
No, in a cooking way. And I did that, and it was terrible.
Oh, we could do that with cooking though. That would be fun.
We could do that with cooking.
Yeah, baking. I feel like you can't really like make up stuff unless you know like the basics of like baking. Right?
Yes.
Use your finger.
Mmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so good. Dance break.
Okay. Now we are going to try to equally divide the mixture between the two tins. There's a baking with Jess video where I'm making this cake, and I'm like showing the camera the batter in the bowl, and it just falls out of the bowl and like just floods the camera.
Oh wait, which one was that?
Like the newest one I did. They've just got Elmer in the background going, Jessie! I'm like, yes, I'm aware. I done goofed up. You literally just see my soul ascend. That's what happens.
Me back.
What's on your back?
I don't know. It needs to crack.
Stand on your back in a minute.
Thanks.
Okay, I hate this bit. This is also, I feel like a lot of the time, right, I need to make sure that this has like got a proper seal around it, because one time a bunch of mixture came out at the bottom of it and I don't know why. Is it that one? It's that one. Why? It's like the tiniest little gap. Can you see? Can you see that like millimeter gap there?
Yeah.
Maybe if I like make sure the paper is like over it. This is just very intense right now. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm a professional. Don't worry yourselves.
Oh, can I have a sip of this apple juice?
Yeah. Yes, you may.
I didn't take that sip. I just drank the rest.
Thank you.
I'll get some more.
Thank you.
Oh wait, it's tucked in there. Okay, never mind. We're gonna leave it.
No.
It's like tucked under all this stuff.
Okay.
I could get you some squash.
Hannah, no, those are your only glasses. Anytime you guys are cooking, it's just Jess trying to do as much as possible, and sometimes we're actually letting Didi do things. I think that'll be okay, because I think the paper's gonna block it.
Let's try it.
If it's
Live on the edge.
I'm just being too lazy to actually do anything like specific about it right
Live
now.
on the edge.
If it fails, I knew it was going to happen, so actually it's not a failure. I fully expected it to happen, and I just don't care.
Live on the edge.
Uno. Dos. Bloop.
Dose.
I'm learning. Okay. How even are those?
Those look pretty even to me. Oh wait, that one's a little bit lower.
Do you want to weigh them?
Sure.
Just for my own satisfaction about how good I managed to eyeball that? That's 127. That's
Wendy.
165. So it wasn't too bad. Yeah, there's 40 grams in it.
Don't fall in Augustus loop. Augustus loop. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Teen Mom. Is Belen here to share in my Latina distress as we butcher Spanish?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an insult to your entire culture. Okay. I want to put these on the same shelf. Excuse me, Kiki.
Guys, give me something to say in Spanish and I'll try and say it.
That's a bad idea.
That's a terrible idea. Let's do it. Don't tell me what it means either. Tell me after.
Okay.
Queso. Oh boy. Oh no.
I can do French. I just can't do Spanish. You know what's really funny?
Okay. When es la persona más bonita en el mundo?
That's so funny. I just wouldn't be able to I wouldn't have a clue about how to pronounce that. Because in my school, our schools were divided by what language we spoke. So half of the school would speak French and half of the school would speak German, right? We had a school of about a secondary school of about 2,000 students. 1,000 of them took French lessons, 1,000 of them took German. You didn't have an option in it. You were just automatically divided that way. But obviously all the students would be calling each other French and German because that's just how you decided. So it was just now I think back about it, we all went around going oh, Matt, German Matt. Oh, French Katie was all right, bitch. And there'd be such a rivalry between the French and the Germans, and nobody was French or German. It's just these English kids being oh, freaking Germans.
Okay.
And occasionally the really smart people would be Spanish, and so you'd be oh my god, she's a Spanish.
Okay. Estamos haciendo algo delicioso de chocolate. Chocolate. Te amos coitos. I'm so sorry. I'm probably butchering the shit out of this.
And don't get me.
Let's see. Oh wait, is that French?
Ah oui, moi je suis en train de faire d'exercice pour mes examens de France. What the fuck is that? Again, butchered, but at least I have some idea of what.
Tu madre era en y tu padre. It was so good. Your mother is a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
My favorite fact to tell people is that I used to be fluent in French, and they were all like, no. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing now.
Dime si sto loco por serious. Serious. Am I pronouncing any of this right? Am I doing any of it right, guys? Like, is it even close?
Oh, I never put the coffee in this.
That R roll. I can do the R roll. Moderately. Thank you. I'll take moderately. I'm only taking Spanish because that's the only thing I took in school, and so I'm only taking Spanish sentences because I can't say anything else. Don't say arriba.
Huh? What? Oh, that's how I say my R's. No, because whenever everyone says roll your R's, that's the only way I can do it. I can't do it any other way. It's probably not even Spanish. It's probably like Mexican or something. I'm very sorry.
Did you just say it's not Spanish? It's Mexican.
I don't know. It might not be. I have no idea where it comes from. I just know it's a knife.
Mexicans speak Spanish.
I know that. Oh
Are you
God.
thinking Spain Spanish?
No, I know that. But like European Spanish people like might not say arriba, and it might just be from a specific like
Culture.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I was trying to say. Oh God. Ah dear.
Spain pronounced Hermione very different from how it's actually pronounced. How they pronounce it in Spain. Okay.
Getting me some apple juice. You stole mine.
Jess, te quiero, pero no puedes hablar español. You like my shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
We have wine in here. We should do a drunk bacon rice stream.
Remus es un tripod. Hermione? Is that how you pronounce it?
That's cute.
See. That was excellent. Yeah. You just nodded in response.
In French, Harry Potter, the ones are baguettes. Are they really? You having me on? They're not waving baguettes around.
You're trying to think of other things to say that aren't dirty.
Baking with Jess turned into Spanish with Titi.
Junior high Spanish coming in clutch. That's the word for one. Baguette. Wave around that baguette.
Maybe. That's cool. I didn't know that.
It's like when countries censor foreign movies, the ones are just horribly CGI edited baguettes. Oh, that one I don't know. Lunes, tientres, piernas. You can smell the vanilla extract. You forget the fact that you have a language kink until the minute someone now starts speaking another language. I mean, same. Every time someone in the Discord starts speaking another language, I'm like, yes.
Titi,
Yeah.
can I down here?
Yeah. Is your hip okay?
No.
Jess's hip like went completely out.
I wasn't one of my legs I wasn't able to put weight on because you know what my worst thing is? When people steal your drinks and don't make their own. But yeah, I think my pelvis slipped out of place today. But it's fine. I have another leg. Oh, I need to get a. Oh no.
What?
What? Go die.
Agua. What is it? Un beber agua? Something like that.
Enough Spanish now, please. Please, I'm begging you.
Beg you for Milo to please say seriously falta un brazo. Jess has a third leg.
Yes.
It's my dick.
Sorry.
Right in front of my salad. Creating chaos. That one was rough. Damn it. Why would you say things without knowing what they mean? I told you guys not to tell me. I'm trusting you guys. Follow the Hello Dick Road. Sirius was losing an arm. God damn it. That's what I said in Spanish. I'm so mad.
Do you want to tell them about our Star Wars adventure? So I watched Star Wars for the first time the other week.
Yeah?
Yeah, and just me being blown away by the the plot twists.
What? I don't remember. Wait, okay. Tell this story so that I remember.
It's it was something about Darth Vader. And I can't fully remember because I don't know Star Wars, but
it was him being not having any limbs.
Yeah, that was it.
What are they called? Paraplegic?
Yeah, I was like, why isn't Darth Vader more why does he jump around and kill people and do all these cool moves?
Everyone's like Jess.
He doesn't have any limbs, Jess. And I was like, he's walking around. And then we watched the first new Star Wars with Rey and Finn and stuff. And then at the end when Rey goes to see Luke Skywalker and he walks around and he has a claw for a hand and I was like, oh damn, he lost his hand when he and then you were like, Jess, and I was like, what? He loses his arm? So yeah, I'm experiencing Star Wars backwards. I feel like it's the most entertaining way to experience it. Because I was watching the very first one with you, and I was like, because we stopped watching with 10 minutes to spare. right? And I was going, just nothing was happening. And you were like, oh, we didn't watch the last 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, well, nothing happened in the last 10 minutes. And everyone started laughing at me. And I was like, what? What happened in the last 10 minutes of Star Wars? And then we watched it.
Only the entire.
And I was like,
climax
oh,
of the film.
that big ball in the sky really did explode, huh? It was a little bit underwhelming, though. I'm not going to lie. Because we watched like the very first Star Wars, and then we watched the first new one that they did. Are you?
Oh, sorry.
That's my foot!
Of course it falls on your foot and not on the ground.
Yeah. You have to lick it off my sock now. You. Oh, God. Would you get me some kitchen towel, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Anyway, kiss my toe. Yes, I have chocolate on my sock. My prized fluffy socks. You've got chocolate on your mouth.
Baking with toddlers. TT stands for tiny toddler.
Watching Jess and Didi cook is like watching Jenna and Julian. That's very true.
What does that mean?
Jenna Marbles? And Julian?
I really never watched Jenna Marbles. Yeah, I never did. Like, I've seen little, like, clips and stuff, but I've never, like, watched anything, really.
How you doing there, bud?
Great.
Yeah?
And yummy.
You get some now.
Yummy.
I want to check on the cakes, but I don't want to collapse them. I think we might be on to a winner, lads. You good there?
Am I good?
Yeah.
No, don't say that. Am I good? I can't tell. It's too grainy. I can't believe Jess doesn't know Star Wars, doesn't know TikTok songs or YouTube celebs or like the world around them. Touche.
Or Spanish.
Touche. Or Spanish. I don't know shit.
You know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
20 Northerners out there watching. I apologize. Shut up, Jess, you don't know Spanish either. I was never taught Spanish. You were.
Call that. My favorite thing was going to Barcelona and thinking that everyone spoke with a lisp. I was like, I found my country, but then it turns out that's just how they speak. Like, it wasn't that everyone has a lisp, so rude.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Like, the tour guide started talking, and like he was like, "Welcome to Barcelona," and I was like, "Oh wait, that's just how people speak."
So close to him. Please don't.
I found my people. Think you find a whole country full of people with lisps, and it turns out that they're doing it on purpose.
I'm doing it on purpose. It's just how they speak.
They're doing it on purpose.
Purpose.
Purpose. They're doing it on purpose. Spanish is wild. Got anyone from Spain in the chat?
So I'm very sorry. Where is the mouse gifter? Mouse gifter, where are you?
They're doing it on purpose. I filmed something the other day, and the lisp was so pronounced. God damn it. And now that I'm like...
Now you're thinking about it?
And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm stumbling over all the words. I just like instantly, like if I'm made aware of my speech impediment, then I can't speak for the next like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. They're doing it on purpose. You've been lisping so bad lately. Those Hastings siblings lisp. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Point it out and I'll lose my mind. Baby, I got it. What you need? You know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Come home.
Just a little bit.
When you were a kid, instead of saying city, you'd say shitty. That's cute. My sister had trouble saying her R's, and it was adorable. It was so cute. My mom was sitting there, and she's like, Kira, if you, it's really cute right now, but when you get older, it's not going to be so fun. And she's like, because she was trying to do it, and she couldn't do it. She just kept saying Kiwa. And she's like, it's really cute right now, but when you get older, it's not going to be so fun. And Kira's like, then why did you name me Kiwa? And that is one of my all-time favorite stories. It's so cute. Why did you name me Kiwa?
Look, this is the salted caramel that we made. Yeah! Oh my gosh. That's fine. My lid came undone. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in the middle of the cake.
Kira's the one that played Dee Dee in the Mafia tag.
Dee Dee! Get out of my laboratory!
Dee Dee! Get out of my laboratory! Yeah, Kira has a new channel on YouTube. If you look up An Introvert's Guide to Life,
Can you hold that for me?
you will find Kira's YouTube channel, and she does
Just hold that.
this. Okay.
Thank you. That was annoying. I'm good.
Kira's the best. You had to go to speech therapy when you were little because you couldn't say L's. I went to speech therapy for a while, and then I was like, I don't want to. And so now I just live with a speech impediment. But I don't mind it anymore. I actually don't mind my speech impediment at all. It used to bug me a lot.
I never, ever notice it.
That's so funny.
Like, not once when you've been talking have I gone, oh, there it is. In the entire time that I've known you, I just never, ever noticed it.
That's so funny. I notice it all the time.
Can I check on the cake?
Yep.
He looks so good.
Your stutter is pretty much gone, but sometimes it comes back if you're super tired, or more often when you're trying to speak French. That would make sense. I'd stutter too if I was trying to speak French.
He looks so good.
You take furious notes while watching Kira's videos because your anxious self needs to learn how to leave the house. What are you doing? I can move the chair so you can actually stand over there. I love how you're climbing over the chair. Oh, there we go.
It's wanting some butter.
I know. Yeah, you did.
I really did.
I thought we were just getting chocolate cake. Chocolate cake with some caramel.
Chocolate cake, and we're gonna make some buttercream in a minute.
You need Kira to teach you how to not be so sensitive to people's comments about you. Yeah, that's one that you have to like kind of train for. Takes a lot of internal dialogue. But here's the nice thing about any of this stuff is that it just takes, it's like when it comes to, I know there's like natural inclinations for things, but things can be improved. And, it's like, I know for me, like, I wasn't a huge fan of my voice, for instance. I really struggled with how I sounded, and I didn't like the way I talked. And so I made a conscious effort to change it, interestingly enough. And it wasn't just a conscious effort to like change my voice, but also a conscious effort to change how I felt about it. Because I think when you are continually telling yourself something negative, or you're telling yourself something, like, it trains your brain into a certain way of thinking, and that's the hardest thing to overcome. Like, I can change my voice all I want, but if I don't change the way that I'm thinking about it, then I'm not going to like it, no matter what I do. So I trained my voice lower, kind of subconsciously. I don't know how, but I just kind of like when I started dressing more androgynously, and when I started going online more, I started speaking lower, and now it's actually lower naturally. And I don't know if that was because I, like I said, subconsciously trained it lower, or what happened, but I adjusted the way my voice sounded, and I really like it now. But I only like it because I trained myself into thinking about it in a better way, Like I started talking positively to myself about my voice. And now I really like my voice. And it's also weird because when you like hear your voice like recorded and you play it back to yourself, it always like sounds weird, right? It always sounds weird because the way that you're hearing it up in here is not the way that you're going to hear it when it's projected back at you. But now that I've heard my voice so much, and I've like watched so many videos of me speaking, I hear my voice exactly the same as when it's played back or when it's recorded. And it sounds the same now, which is super weird. Because I remember when I was younger, like I would listen to like a voicemail or something, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? But now it sounds exactly the same.
I think mine sounds the same. I'm just always like thrown off by my accent.
Why? Because it changes every 2 seconds?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, no, I used to not be able to listen to myself. Like, it was really awkward to listen to myself, and it was really uncomfortable, and I hated the way I sounded. I can do it now, and I actually really like it now. Yeah, no, when you start thinking about yourself in a positive way, like, you have to train yourself. It's anything like, if you think negatively about yourself, that's a habit. That's all it is. It's not that you're naturally inclined to think negatively about yourself. It's that you've created, a way of a practice way of thinking. And so you can do the opposite. You can do the opposite where you swap it around and you start thinking positively about yourself. And sometimes it's harder. Like if you have like chemical imbalances or something, it's like that's a hard thing to fight against. That's a really hard thing to fight against. But there are ways to improve that. And that's something that Kira talks about a lot on her channel and stuff, because she has depression, she has social anxiety, she has like a lot of stuff, and she's managed to, everyone's different, but she's managed to improve a lot of her life just by reinforcing and training her brain to work in a different way. And it takes practice and it takes dedication and it takes a long time, but it's effective. So yeah, I used to hate the way that I sounded, and now I actually really like it, but that's because I trained myself to think that way. And here's the other thing. I think a lot of the time people think that that's being fake, to train yourself to behave or act a certain way.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it or whatever. It's like, it's, first off, fake it till you make it is awesome, valid. But also, you're not being fake by teaching yourself to behave a different way. That's all we are. We're just learned behaviors. Our personality is all learned behaviors. So why can't you teach yourself to act a different way? Like if you see something that you really like that somebody else does or that somebody else has accomplished, or a way of thinking that you really like, and all you tell yourself is, oh, that's not who I am, so I can't do that. No, you can be whatever you want to be, literally whatever you want to be. And so you can train yourself and it becomes a part of yourself. And it's not like you're copying anyone or like not being authentic. It's that you're doing it in your own way and you're adapting something to yourself that you really like, and it's becoming part of you, right? So we are just a collection of learned behaviors, and we can learn the good behaviors that make us happy.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for that little ad break.
Oh, gotta go.
That was all very good stuff. And now I'm gonna check on my cake. You still hot?
What?
You hot?
Yes. I'm on fire.
I'm on fire.
I want my cake top. Bullshit.
No, but that shape and that color really suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Now get out of my laboratory.
Didi, get out of my kitchen.
Get out of my kitchen, get out of my life, get out of my house. Alright, let's see if these babies have cooked.
God, I am going cross-eyed.
Nope. That is not a cooked cake. It should be clean. Like 5 more minutes. Oh, my knees are not cut out for this.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm going blind.
That is my foot. That was my foot.
Which is why I didn't set it down.
Like, you're about to put the chair on my foot. What? Give me my glasses. I can't read anything. I'm like.
Ooh, I like that. Faking it. Faking it until you make it leads into believing something that was always true to everyone else around you but yourself. So technically it's not fake, it's just unraveling the lies that your brain tells itself.
Yeah, something
like,
like, and that applies to like a lot of different things, because a lot of people use like self-depreciating humor and stuff as a kind of like a defense mechanism. But you can flip that around, and instead of like putting yourself down in a jokey way when someone gives you a compliment, you could go the complete
build
opposite
yourself
way.
up in a joking way.
You could be like, yeah, no, I know, I'm like the hottest person in this room, you know? And it's like, everyone knows it's a joke and it's funny, but actually reinforcing like your mental state with like, you know, hyperbole like that instead of like, oh my God, I should literally like, leave this room right now, but just like, instead of putting yourself down in a jokey way, like
build yourself up
exaggerating,
in a jokey way.
like building yourself up in a jokey way is a much better like way to like use it as a defense mechanism.
And here's the thing, even if your brain doesn't believe it, you having that verbal reaffirmation over and over again, eventually you start to adapt to it in the way that your brain thinks and the way that it reacts instantly to having somebody compliment you or having somebody like respond to you will change. To be more positive.
Positivity.
Oh, bye.
Positivity.
Bye, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Love you, Wendy.
That feels nice.
Scratch your belly.
Yeah, scratch my belly.
I am a dog. A fucking golden retriever. I'm Connor. I love having my ears scratched and my belly scratched. Oh no!
We've been new.
Ah!
Can I please?
Hey,
Can I please sit on the chair? I'm going to die.
You can just ask.
Okay. Sorry.
That was my Patronus, not a dog. Because the test is bullshit.
I like the test.
Because you got a cool one.
Yeah. And you wiggle when you're happy.
And I get really excited when other people are excited. I'm just a dog. And if anyone's mad at me, I go,
Bad dog.
no.
Yeah. If TT's a dog, what animal's Jess? A snake.
You're a cat.
Yeah.
What's your Patronus? Crow.
Everyone Jess is a cat. I'll take it.
Loves getting praise, ear scratches, saying hello to everyone.
Wow.
Oh my god. Saying I love you to everyone.
Jess is a possum. Aren't they like vermin?
A possum?
There won't be a possum. They just roll over. Aren't they the animals that like pretend
Play
to
dead.
die? Yeah.
Yes.
That's not my style.
That hiccups.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
You are golden.
If I had not peed before this, so oh my god, you are so lucky that I went to the bathroom before this. I would have
Honestly,
peed everywhere.
the pee on the floor would have been worth it. That was funny. Hey, DD. Your makeup's gone.
Oh.
It worked.
heart is racing.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd be like half expecting it. Like, okay, maybe not. You're far too trusting.
You'll never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, I'm sorry for scaring everyone else. But
I just lost 10 years of my life.
I hope you all got to see TT's face. I hope you were in view when that happened because your face from this angle was like,
oh my god.
oh dear.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome. Just okay, we haven't done any exercise today, so like we need to speed up our heart rate a little bit, you know?
Have fun on the rest of this live. Bye. No, I wouldn't leave. I like attention too much.
It's funny because it's true.
My heart is still pounding.
Oh,
That is the most like, and it's so funny because you never do that. Like you never do anything like that. So it was so funny.
It's just funny because I do. Maybe I just don't do it with you, but I
You don't.
my family like scared the shit out of each other all the time. So I'm sorry, babe. He's finished.
Yay! It's done. Your friend finally had her baby today. Congrats!
I'm holding a knife. I hate it when one like rises in a perfect dome and the other one like the dome is like
wonky.
slightly skewed.
Okay, the best person to scare ever is Grace.
Grace.
I love that you do.
I went to a haunted house with Grace.
It's the funniest. Oh my god, Grace is so funny.
Hey, yeah, don't start telling me about how I scared you when you've accidentally taken me to 2 haunted houses when they are my
Yeah, the first one was on purpose. The second one was genuinely an accident.
my biggest phobia. Okay, I've been to Utah twice. Only twice. Both times on the very first night you have taken me to a haunted house. I thought I was safe when I went in November because it was past Halloween. And you took me to Evermore and you took me into this haunted church friggin' crypt with frickin' vampires.
With bats! Freaking bats!
So yeah.
I
How
didn't
do I
know-
damn apples?
I didn't know that they had any actors working at the time. No, it's a tradition.
Boy.
Like that tradition ends now.
Boy. I do have a rack. Ha-ha.
Freaking bats. Love Halloween. Love Halloween.
I hate Halloween. Smelly. No, I love Halloween. I hate haunted houses.
Oh, I guess they did get my face on camera, so.
You did? Great.
You were just swapping bad haunted house stories on voice chat yesterday. Nice. I don't work at Evermore anymore, so I didn't know. Oh, yeah, for anyone who's wondering, the Discord is connected to my Patreon. What? It's genuine terror right there. Oh my god. My eyes are oh my god. Save that forever.
Oh, I did.
Yes, this video will be on YouTube after if it doesn't get taken down because my last one got taken down for some reason.
You're not gonna what?
Huh?
Wait, what did you just say?
Oh, I was saying the last one that I
The
did,
last live?
that
Yeah.
got taken down.
I don't know why.
I think YouTube's like on like more of an automated system right now because of the virus and everything. They're so it's like bots that are monitoring things, and so for some reason my last live got taken down for copyright reasons, even though there was nothing happening that would be considered copyright. But whatever.
But it's fine. Kitty, can you see if you can find chocolate for me?
Chocolate?
Yes. It might be on the second shelf. I'm not sure. How do you see so high up? There you go.
How can you see so?
I just like your eye. Like my eye level is here, and your eye level's just here. I can't even like fathom having that much. Incredible.
Incredible.
No.
Incredible.
How? I said incredible, and you went incredible.
Surprise Pikachu face.
85 grams. Okay. I can do this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
The other day you
45,
realized that
50,
TT is 5'7". You thought I was
5'10".
5'10".
Yes,
I
yes,
wish.
yes.
I wish.
What?
They said that they thought I was 5'10". I wish.
5'10"?
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
I'm 5'7" on a good day.
5'6".
We gotta find out. We gotta find out how tall I actually am. It's driving me insane. I need to know. Is that? But how long is it? It's probably only like 4 feet.
I think that's tall enough. Oh, well,
No.
tall enough for me.
It's tall enough for you? Wait, I think it's probably
Okay,
like
how
5
tall
feet.
am I? How tall
Oh wait,
am I?
it's 6 feet. Okay, maybe we can see. Let's see.
Is it?
It's 6 feet. Okay. How do you do this exactly though? So like,
No, hold on. I'm gonna have that at the bottom.
okay.
Like, just put your toe in it or something.
But then it's going to be like an inch.
Well, then we'll.
Okay, I want to do it so
Are you sure it's 6 feet? It's 60 inches.
Oh, what?
Not 6 feet. That's not 6
Oh,
feet.
never mind. Oh, I thought it was.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I'm talking that.
Okay, wait. Hold. No, do that again. I want to see how tall I am.
We'll put it under your toe then.
Okay.
I need to go to like a doctor and see how tall I am.
Why need to go to a doctor? Just get a
Because
tape
every
measure.
time I do it, I get it wrong.
A doctor's not gonna do a better job than like some person off the street. You're just gonna hold a tape measure.
I'm 200 centimeters tall.
Yeah, do.
There.
I'm taller than 60 inches.
You, yes. Yes, you are. By like maybe 1 more inch. And then you're stepping on it, so that's another inch.
Like
So
62.
you're probably like 62.
How many is that? Five one?
That's not right.
Why not? It might be.
That's not right.
It might be.
You are probably 5 even.
What if I'm 5'1"? Would you?
The wiki page was hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, I found a wiki page that somebody had made of me. And it was the funniest thing ever. Wait, could somebody send me the link to that? I don't remember where it is, but I need to read it because it was so damn funny. It made me laugh so hard. Huh?
Would you wash up the batter bowl for me?
Yeah. Somebody send me the link and I'll read it in a bit. Because that was fucking hilarious.
It was highly accurate.
Oh, completely accurate. I'm an actor / model, not the other way around. Who's seen Zoolander?
No one of good taste.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
I'm an actor / model, not the other way around. It's so funny, Jess. It's hilarious.
Zoolander's just not funny.
It's hilarious.
I just don't find that sort of humor funny.
It's so funny.
Why didn't you take the stuff out of the sea?
Because I like to make my life different.
Yeah. They're arguing over whether Zoolander is a national treasure.
It's hilarious. Is National Treasure a national treasure?
Yes. Obviously. It's so Simon just literally just said that.
What?
What is this? A school for ants?
What is this? A school for ants? How are we supposed to teach children how to read good if they can't even fit inside the building?
I hate that you knew the entirety of that. That's worrying.
The files are in the computer. All right. Let's see.
Let's hear.
Okay, here it is. All right. So I think somebody took like a Mad Libs post and they just like inserted my name into it and then just went from there. So this says, so here's the wiki page. Yeah, you can't see it. Anyway, here's the wiki page. And it says, TT Brett, TikTok star, wiki biography, age, girlfriends, families, facts, and more. Because apparently they know all that. And
Oh, they know a lot.
they know a lot about me, apparently. So, TT Brett is the famous TikTok star, model from the USA. He's known for his looks, cute smile, style, and amazing personality.
Check, and check.
He is also popular for his eye-catching Instagram pictures and videos. He has a huge fan following. He is among one of the most trending personalities on TikTok. One of the most, apparently. soon be seeing him in modeling shoots.
Oh yes.
You guys will be seeing me in some modeling shoots soon. I gotta make this a reality. I gotta follow through now. Gotta make sure this wiki page is like correct. He is primarily famous for comedy video clips.
Oh, TT Brett is the funniest person I know.
For comedy video clips, dancing videos, and performing lip syncs on TikTok. I think this person got me mixed up with young Jack Kinnon? Young Jack Kinnon? Right? Is that his username?
I have no idea what his username is.
I'm pretty sure they're getting me mixed up with young Jack Kinnon. Next cosplay is TT's wiki page.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make an OC out of this.
That would be so funny.
That would be so funny.
Can you do that boss?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. So he's a dancer and a comedian, and he usually shares his fashionable outfits and modeling photos on his Instagram. My fashionable outfits that I steal from Jess.
Oh my god, that enraged me. They didn't have anything about TT Brett's fashion designer? Seriously? Scam.
He has even earned the Precious Badge for being an ace TikTok comedian. And is now crowned muser.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
What language is that?
I don't know. He hails from the US. He's 22 years old as of 2019. I'm 22, guys. His zodiac sign is Aquarius.
I can't believe they got that.
I am so clearly a Libra. Yes, I'm ace now, apparently. Nothing much is known about him. Education, background, and childhood. We'll update you soon. Oh, please do. He's smart and cute. He's hugely popular among the youth. He's approximately 5'9". They gave me some inches. Thank you. Thank you. 5'9" inches tall and weighs about 80 kilograms. Specific. He's got an average build. He has green eyes and brown hair. Nice. Not much is known about his family or personal relationships. This is just amazing. So there you go. There you go. That's my wiki page. Anyone who meets me after looking at this is going to be real confused.
Can't believe they didn't have any information on your boyfriend Gabriel Rivers.
Yeah. What about my boyfriend? That makes me so happy. I've never been more entertained. I have a wiki page, and it's all wrong. I have a wiki page, and it's all wrong. It's confusing because some of it is kind of right. Which parts are right, guys? You tell me. They made me a younger, taller, funny model. What more do you want? Yeah, damn it. These are my pipe dreams.
Your dream is to be an Aquarius? No one has that dream. Sorry, Aquarius.
That was so savage. Yeah, it has like pictures and links to my Instagram and my TikTok, but all the information is wrong. They literally were playing Mad Libs with me. All the Aquarius in the chat. Rude!
I'm sorry!
We need a burn unit. TT would be an Aquarius if they could be 5'9". If I were 5'9" and 22, I would be an Aquarius. Harry Styles is an Aquarius, Jess.
That makes a lot of sense. Big dumb lesbian energy.
Yeah, nothing is known about my family except for the fact that I post them constantly. Anyway, thank you for joining me in that self-indulgent moment. I was so thoroughly entertained. Oh, to be 22 again, those were the days. I would never want to be 22 again.
Oh my God, no.
I never want to be 22 again. I was a mess. I'm still a mess, but I was a real mess. She's joking, guys. She doesn't hate Aquarius.
I'm joking.
Every moment with you is a self-indulgent moment, dude. Wow. if Titi had a wife, it wouldn't be a secret. Jess is turning 25, guys.
Right, don't tell everyone.
They're all like, Jess, weren't you just 22?
No.
Jess is turning the quarter life.
Well, all right. Jeez. Not dead yet. Yeah, we all know I'm 25 like this year, but everyone knows I'm like at least 45.
Grandma Jess.
Yep.
Got the hair and the glasses. Already halfway there. We all know women go from 22 to dead. Jess is 45 and Titi is 22. Yeah. Whew. Nana will forever be 12 in my head. And Isaac. Isaac will forever be 14. I can't get over the fact that he's 21. It freaks me out.
It's freaking me out.
It's weird. It's weird. He will always be 14 in my head. It's all the babies. All the babies are just too little. Too little, and they will stay little forever. You all reprimanded me for yawning, and now I'm going to yawn again.
I'm being reprimanded for yawning.
Are Sydney and Isaac different day twins? They're really close. They're really close. Their birthdays, I think, are 2 days apart, 3 days apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, both Sydney and Isaac.
Oh, yeah, of course they are.
So Sydney and Isaac are biological siblings, which is really funny because, yeah, they're like 3 days apart as far as like birthdays go. I just look over and Jess has like a chunk of cookie dough and she's just eating it. That was amazing. Good night.
Did you get out the cocoa powder again?
Does Jess have any other zodiac hot takes? What does that mean? Hot takes?
Hot takes, like
Oh. Yep.
I don't offend anyone.
I think everyone who's into astrology has that one sign that they're just like, you. Like if anyone says that they're blank, and you just go like, oh, you're that. I think everyone who's into astrology has that. So let's hear it. What's the sign that you guys hear and you go, you?
Often the best Cancer. That's true.
It's Sagittarius for everyone. Audrey's a Sagittarius. That makes so much sense. We got Scorpios, we got Geminis, Leo. Fight me, I'm a Sagittarius.
Something is Sagittarius.
That's exactly what a Sagittarius is. Libra. Okay, fine.
Careful, Libra. Sorry someone doesn't like you. Don't have a mental breakdown.
You don't trust anyone who doesn't trust your signs.
That signs are just grumpy.
You guys want to know mine? I'll tell you what mine is. Sorry, guys. I apologize in advance, but it's Geminis. You can thank my ex for that. Aries are too chaotic to dislike. It's so funny though, because it's like you'll hear it and you're like, oh, you. But my sister's husband is a Gemini, and he's literally the nicest human being on the planet. Jess can attest to
He's
this.
like annoyingly nice.
He is like literally the nicest human on the planet. Like Blake is, I love him with all my soul. He is just such an angel baby face. I love him. So we're like half our friends. Like Melly is a Gemini. Alice is a Gemini. Alice is a Gemini. we got an astrology war going on right now.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, it's so funny because Jess was reading all these articles where everyone's like, oh, I hate cancers. And I'm like, I love cancers. I love you.
Yeah, because they mother you.
I love you.
Provide you with all the attention your Libra ass needs.
Yeah, I want you. No, it's okay, Dino. I don't hate Geminis. I promise I don't hate Geminis. I promise this is all in good fun, guys. I don't hate Geminis.
I told you, people take this shit seriously. You should have stopped. You're in trouble now.
I'm in trouble now. Bye later.
do some more salting? Ow! I want to stab myself with this
Yeah, I
salt.
want to do more salt.
I want to stab myself with this salt.
Why do you keep stabbing yourself?
Well, it's made of tiny little shards, and I stick my finger in it. It's like, boom! Die.
Oh.
You get that?
I love it. This is like I could do this for hours.
I know.
This makes me so happy. Just like when you have those the paper clips and you like unfold them and refold them. Like, okay, so when I was still going to church, I would spend the hour that we had to sit through all those talks and everything. I would spend playing with paper clips because that's always fun. You just get a paper clip and you could just do whatever you wanted with that for like an hour. I've learned to entertain myself with menial tasks.
That's nice, dear.
That's not the mortar. She's got a big ass one sitting up in the
Oh yeah,
cabinet.
this is my mortar for my pesto.
That's just a little bowl. You just realized how I'm sitting. I can't sit with my feet on the ground. Like I physically can't do it. I have to have my leggy up. Gotta have my leggy out. I either have to have it like sitting straight out, or I have to be cross-legged, or I have to have like one up. I can't sit with my feet both on the ground. It's like physically impossible. Every day. Gays can't sit straight. Of course you can't. You're an air sign.
Enough zodiac trash talk now, guys. It's bad juju in this room. I'm trying to make a cake.
We're just trying to make a cake. Your mom will walk in the room and you'll have half of your body hanging off the bed just because you can't sit normally. Mood. That was fun to say. Mood. That's fun to say. And you know what else is fun to say? Double Dutch. Double Dutch. Why the hat? Because I wanted to have this hair, and I can't have this hair unless I have this hat. And I'm a gnome. There we go.
What are you doing? Okay.
Well, flip.
Yeah. Enough icing sugar.
Are you making that? Are you making the frosting? What are you making?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frosting in it.
Yummy.
My pink frosting.
My chemical frosting.
My chemical.
That's what I heard. I don't know why. What did you actually say?
Making the frosting.
Making the frosting. My chemical frosting. I got my chemical romance on the
I
brain.
went to set up an MCR tribute band and combine it with
My
baking.
chemical frosting. We're gonna start an emo baking channel.
That would be really fun,
Cookie dough. I love how we're baking a cake and yet I'm eating.
Well, we've got it. Use it up.
Yummy. When I was a young cake.
Oh my god. The Black Forest Gatto Parade.
That was good.
Thanks.
My chemical frosting is just TT screeching random musical songs while Jess cries into a mixing bowl.
I think that's just normal baking with Jess, isn't it?
Like that's pretty standard. Yummy.
Yeah.
I love frosting.
Stop! It's just butter right now.
Mm,
No.
yummy.
Stop. Nothing makes me want to like die more than when people like lick butter off the beater.
Yummy.
No sugar on it. It's just vile.
Books! Hi, Books! Books, I love you. A Fenn and Bella baking show would contain murder. It would be the Mrs. Lovett and oh god, I forget it. Sweeney and Mrs. Lovett, but Fenrir and Bella.
You drive me crazy.
For this cake, you'll need the blood of your enemies. We miss you too, Books. Oh. Come back to Utah.
Come back to England.
Yeah, she said I was going to come to England, but I might not be allowed to travel from Denmark until August. What if I'm my own enemy? Red velvet cake.
Oh my god. Don't even try. Don't even try. Not done.
Knock the thing off the counter while I'm looking at
Please don't.
See? This is nice because every time I try it, it gets tastier.
You're just trying the finished product.
But it's like a developing experience. Do we rotate visits? Yeah, I'll come out to visit Jess, and then Jess comes out to visit me. We just kind of go back and forth. And we were gonna try and go to Paris and Amsterdam this trip, but it's looking like that's not gonna happen. I'm not stuck. I'm happy to be here.
Aw, thanks. That was really nice.
If it can't happen this time, it'll work another time. Yep. Yes, it will.
One day more.
One day more. One more day to revolution. We will live it in the fun.
You could at least provide the viewers with commentary on how the frosting is.
It's delicious. Is this the same cake that TT miraculously made that one time? It is, but it's done the proper way that it was supposed to be done.
To be fair, you did do a really good job.
Thanks.
Okay. We have made our frosting.
Yay!
Put that back up in the cupboard, please.
Yes.
Thank you. I think this cake is still going to be too hot to decorate just now.
That's okay. We can wait. Do you want to put it in the... Oh, there's no room.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
That's not happening. Put open the window and put it closer to the window. Les Mis cosplay. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Like me some gay Frenchmen.
Barricade boys.
Barricade boys. You were gonna say put it outside, but you're not in Canada. Yeah, put it outside. It'll freeze real quick. Real quick. Every time you or Jess say thanks, I want to say avocado. Thanks. An avocado. Thanks. Wow, it's an avocado. Thanks. It is. Nine. 10. 9. Wait. Shit.
22.
Mm. Mm.
24 is 12.
10.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's 10 o'clock.
We will have your 24 hours by the time you leave. We will do it.
TT cannot read clocks. I can't read like normal clocks, like the round
The ones with hands.
the ones with hands. I can't do that. And also, I don't know 24-hour like army time. So I'm sitting here like, and also I don't do math. So, but the extent to which I don't do math is like embarrassing. The US does not use 24 hours. And here's the weird thing. You guys use 24 hours, but you'll just be like, oh, it's 10 o'clock instead of saying it's like 22 o'clock. So what's the point in having that if you don't even say it? What's the point? What's the point?
Okay.
Eat it.
Okay.
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
You have to math. But if the clock says 10, you won't know if it's morning or evening. Yes, you do, because there's the sun.
That was pretty funny.
You don't need a 24-hour clock to tell you if the sun's out.
Got a point.
Kids can't do sitting math or time. Or drive. I chose driving. The rest I'm shitty at. There is no sun. There hasn't been sun for months.
That's true. In England, there is no sun, so
It's been super sunny. What are you talking about? Since I got here, it's been sunny.
no, it's
You're
only been
welcome.
sunny for like it's only been sunny for like the past like 2
You're
days.
welcome. No, it hasn't. It's been so sunny since I got here.
No, it hasn't.
I've commented on it every day.
Have you?
Yes. I am the sun. You live in the basement. What is sun? Only I can see the sun. I'm the only one. I'm experiencing eternal sunshine. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. I haven't watched that. I need to watch that.
You've never watched it?
No,
Oh, it's good.
I know. I hear it's amazing. I just never seen it.
Has anyone seen the cakes?
Hmm.
Are you the pretty cakes?
Whoop.
Ta-da.
Hmm.
They're so pretty. It's so hot, so I'm gonna leave them a couple of hours before I decorate it. But those are the cakes.
That's the cake. There's
This
the
is
frosting.
frosting.
Mmm.
And I'm gonna
No,
not this time. Not today.
Not today.
And I'm basically gonna use the salted caramel that we made.
drizzle?
Well, I'm gonna cut the top off this wonky one and have that as the bottom layer, and I'm gonna like
Oh,
in the middle
cute.
put some salted caramel, and then I'm gonna put the frosting, and then
Oh,
I'm gonna put the
yummy.
top one on, and I'm gonna put more frosting on that.
Well, that'll be yummy.
Yeah.
Cute.
But yeah, it's been 2 hours, so we'll probably sign off here. Why is there 2 cakes for 2 people?
I'll have to take some over there. Hold on.
Yeah, but like if I cut it now and start putting frosting on it now,
Oh.
it would melt or break. So
Mhm.
I ain't gonna risk that. But check my Instagram in a couple hours or tomorrow, and I'll put some pictures of cute pictures.
Mm.
I hope you had fun hanging out, though.
Thank you for joining us.
I think this was maybe more chaotic than the gnocchi, even though it like went well. I feel like the energy was slightly more chaotic.
I mean, we did argue over astrology signs, so.
did.
Caramel!
Anyway, thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks, guys!
See you later.
Bye.